Happy Wednesday. So if you watched our Monday video, which I'm sure you did because you're a hardworking, dedicated Tiger Rock student, then you were wondering when are we going to do the spin back fist. Well, today's your lucky day. We're going to add that today with our lesson. So you get to do spin back fist. Again, remember, we cannot do these in class sparring, but we can do them as drills just because of safety aspect. But we don't want to leave it out of your self-defense repertoire because it is a good technique. So let's start out. Just going to warm up a little bit because we are going to work a jab in here. So you're in your sparring stance, you got your left leg in front, hands up guard position, and then on your jab. Remember, we want to step. Your jab is a great way to set something up. It's a great way to startle someone, to stun them, to get away, so it has a lot of benefits. So if I'm in this position trying to diffuse a situation, and if you look at me from the side, my jab hand is closer to the target, I can easily step and change it into a punch, drive those two big knuckles into my target at a very fast speed. Okay? So keep that in mind. And it's important that you have your hands up eye level. I was watching this silly video, and it was some guy, I guess he got thrown out of a club for causing trouble, probably drinking too much, and he decided he wanted to go fight the bouncer, the guys that do security at the door. And the guy who wanted to get in a fight, he was probably just a little bit taller than me, and the bouncer, he was like the size of a wrestler. I mean, he was huge. And so the guy's got his hand down here, and he throws a punch at the bouncer from down here. Of course, the bouncer just moves his head out of the way because the guy wasn't even close. And then, boom, the security guy hits the troublemaker in the head, and down he goes. And that was about it. All right? Now, so it's important, if you got your hands up naturally, you can throw that quick punch. So let's do a couple, get you warmed up. Hands up, guard position. Okay, remember, hands are going to be loose, right on impact. You squeeze it tight, drive those two knuckles like a pointer into your target. You can follow Mr. Chino there. All right, 1, 2, 3. And then remember, put a little step in that front leg so you can torque your hips, push off your back foot, throw everything into it, really get a hard one. All right, 5, 6. Good. Change legs, other side. So get you right in there and step in and punch it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. All right, excellent. So spin back fist. Okay, we're gonna spend a little time on that, and then we're gonna link it into our combinations. On the spin back fist, so go ahead and put your right leg in front. Okay. Now all spins, remember, foot turns in. Okay. Then you rotate. Then you come through. If we're mimicking you, we're facing this wall. We got our right leg in front. Our foot turns in. Okay. We rotate. Now normally you're used to taking your front leg and doing something with it. Side kicking, press and kick, that type of thing. But what do you do with it when it's not being used? Pick it up. Good. You got to pick it up. Get out of the way. All right? So we'll face the same way so you guys can mimic us. All right? So I'm here. Front foot turns in. Okay? Rotate like always. Now this leg, all I'm going to do is pull it up like I'm going to front kick, and then I just use it to pull myself through. So I'm still pulling my shoulder through and my leg. So I'm just using two pieces of my body instead of just pulling my elbow through. You know, normally you're here, you come through and you pull this elbow through. Because now my back arm is going to be my striking arm. Okay? So let's do it again. We're going to go slow. Foot turns in. Start to rotate. This hand, okay, towards your back arm. Go ahead and stick it on your ear. Okay? I come through. Then, as I get forward toward my target, this leg just pulls up. I strike with this hand, and then it comes behind me, and now my right leg's in front, just like we started. Okay? If we do a half spin, it might make it a little easier to get the idea, and then we'll do the full spin. The half spin, okay, feet are close together. Foot turns in like always. You rotate both feet. You stay twisted up. You throw your back fist. Okay, remember it's a sideways hit. And then I just unwind back to where I started. So now we didn't make our circle. We just unwind, kind of like we twist you up like one of those toys or something. Okay? So here we go, one more time. In, rotate, strike, and rotate. One more time. Rotate, strike, unrotate. Okay? Now, let's go back to the full circle. Okay? So here, I rotate, come through. Don't worry about your hand. Just get used to pulling your leg through, back that way. Glutes in, turn, rotate. Okay? Glutes in, rotate. And remember, closer and more compact your body is, the better balance you're gonna have. Keep that in mind. Get all spread out. You do these. Some people spin like this, and their arms are flying through. All you do is create drag and slow yourself down, and you kill your balance. Okay, keep everything in close. Okay? That way too, if you ever got knocked off balance when you're spinning, then you put your arms out, and it helps catch your balance. Okay, they're kind of like those machines, those big trucks. They have those arms that come out and go into the ground, stabilize them. Well, that's what I would want to do if I need to use my balance. I'd stick my arms out. But if I leave them out there from the beginning, it's just like you already tipped over. You never got situated. All right, so putting it all together now for real. Full motion, medium speed. Turn in, rotate. There's that hand. See, it's right by my head. Knuckles set up. Strike, and pull through. Okay? Like if I did a crescent kick, up and pull through, I just do the same thing with my hand. Come through, spin, boom. Okay? Now, you have to fully rotate and see your imaginary target. So wherever you're at doing your spin, you got to look at the wall or whatever you're looking at and pick an imaginary target, and that's what you focus on. Obviously, if I had to protect myself against Mr. Chino and I was going to hit him with a spin back fist, my imaginary target would no longer be imaginary. It'd be his noggin, right? Specifically the side of his head. I would have a target. So right now, from here, at the edge of the Tiger Rock logo, I visualize a line that goes straight up, and that's what I'm focusing on for myself. Okay? Don't focus on something in the video. Focus on something in your house. So here we go. Turn in, rotate, boom. And then if you ever have trouble balance, you just bend your knees a little more, and it just drops your weight, it slows you down. It's like brakes. Here we go. Go. Okay? All right, change legs. Now, you probably noticed it's a little hard to get your head around. It's a little different than doing the kicks, and that's why we don't allow them in class, because they become blind techniques where people throw their arm while their head's over here, and they have a tendency, like a radar, going to people's noses. And a lot of people, way before I started, used to get hurt, so they eliminated these in sparring and just used them for pad techniques and that type of thing. So, other side, here we go. So, foot turns in, you rotate. See that target, lift, strike, and back. Rotate. See your target, strike, and back. There we go, a little faster. A little faster. There you go, a little faster. There we go. All right, so there is our spin back fist. We won't do any more in case you get dizzy. If you do start getting dizzy, just turn the other way, unwind your brain, and you're good. Okay, so now putting this in combinations. All right, this is going to be the end of our combination, whichever way we do it. So if you watched Monday, which I know you did, we talked about round kicks going low. Okay, and so we're going to stay with our jab, our round kick, and then our spin back fist will always be the end. So if we go jab first, round kick to the leg, then rotate in, spin back fist. Okay? So we'll go back facing this direction. Okay, we'll keep the left leg in front. So here we go. We hit jab, round kick, spin, boom. Your left leg still should be in front. Okay? So how would that look? I step in, boom, slow him down. Round kick, whatever technique I got. He had that leg in front, I go for the inside of his thigh. Look, he grabs his leg. Guess what he did to his head? He just painted a big fat X as a target. Boom! Home run. Take my bases, I run for safety. Okay? That's kind of how it works. All right, let's do, go put a right leg in, do a couple real quick, and then we'll reverse it. So, we step, jab, round kick, then spin back fist. I know you want to do a spin kick. I can feel it through the camera, but no spin kicks. We're doing spin back fist. You want to kick, do you?
A little bit.
All right, here we go. Jab, round, spin, back fist. Okay? All right, now we reverse it. We do the round kick first, then the jab, then the spin. So, got my target again here. Okay? Boom. Slow down. Jab. And then if there's anything left of them, boom. Finish them off that way. Okay? So, we'll face this way, so we'll make it easier for you. So here we go. We round kick. Got another leg there.
Sure.
There you go. All right. Round kick. Jab. Spin. Boom. There you go. Round kick. Jab. Spin. All right. Change legs. Other side. Ready. Round kick. Boom. Back foot. Oh, jab. I messed it up. Hope you watched him on that one because he did it right. There you go. Round kick. Jab. Spin. And then, all right. So, see how those all come together. All right. So you can put a lot of those in any combination that you want. Now, going back to Monday for just a minute here, while you kind of catch your breath, is would I want to do a spin back fist after reverse punch? No, I would not. And let me tell you why. My body goes this way, and I have to spin that way. It takes too long to come back and rotate. Now, I would guess a martial artist would be much faster than the average person to put things together. However, a second in a self-protection scenario could be forever. So we just don't want to get into the habit. So I would not want to throw a reverse, reset back, and then come through and spin. Okay? Now it could work in a different situation. I throw my punch, maybe I miss, I go to set back up, he comes at me. Okay, I'm trying to reset myself and I get off target, then I spin and throw it. That could work. Okay, so completely different scenario. But where I'm completely offensive, moving forward, I would not want to go reverse and then spin. So make sure you understand that because that can really confuse you or make you really slow. All right, and then the cool thing though on the round kicks is I can always punch, come back, he starts coming at me, I can work my round kick, slow him down, and then pull that leg in. Or watch this. If I'm right here, I'm too close to spin. After I kick, if I put my leg over here, look how much space I create. So just by changing where you put your foot, you can change your distancing. And I know those advanced people are probably like, you said never cross your legs. It's kind of like Ghostbusters. Remember the beginning of the movie Ghostbusters? They did said, don't cross the streams, right?
I've never watched Ghostbusters.
Oh my goodness. Don't listen to Mr. Chino here, he's never watched Ghostbusters. But then later in the movie they said, hey, cross the streams. And they're like, wait a minute, you said don't cross the streams. Okay? Well, when you're learning, we don't want you to learn any bad habits. But then when you get more advanced, then we'll take some of those rules and say, all right, throw that out, you're more advanced now, you can handle this new stuff. And so sometimes you will cross your feet to change distance, give you more space, because I throw my round kick, okay, maybe I slow him down, but then he starts coming at me, and I know if I spin, I'm going to go past him, so I go to get away, and he keeps chasing me, I created more space, and then he walks right into the target zone, and then that's it. That's all she wrote. So there are ways to do things based on how you move, and again, that's why this is the advanced lesson, is we want to start teaching you those little tricks. So play with it. Now, good way to practice these things, because I'm guessing most of you probably don't have someone to hold a pad for you, is take a piece of paper. Hopefully you have a piece of paper somewhere in your house. You got any paper in your house?
Yes, sir.
I figured you would. Okay? All right, take that piece of paper. All right, it's kind of like a cat toy. You roll it up, get some string, hang it from any type of ceiling fixture, whatever it might be. Hang that piece of paper, and then figure out which height you want it. And now you have a target that you can hit, and because it's so light, you'll be able to hit it, it'll fly, come right back, and then you just set it up, hit it again, okay? And now you have your own target that you don't have to worry about anyone holding. Okay? Now you're probably like, I don't know about that, but let me tell you, when I moved here in Tallahassee and didn't have anybody to work out with when I was new, that's what I did. I hit on heavy bags and then I hung stuff from the ceiling so I had speed targets because there's nothing else to hit on. So you gotta be a little creative if you want to be successful and take yourself to the next level, where the average person would say, oh, well, I can't do this, I can't do that because I don't have this, or I don't have that, or I can't go to my training center, so I'm limited with this. Is, hey, you know what? Hundreds of years ago, we didn't have any of this stuff. We didn't have video, obviously, so you'd be amazed how resourceful you can be if you just give yourself a chance. So, anyway, have a great Wednesday, and then on Friday, we're going to put some more of those things together as we finish up the week. The Warrior Challenge information will be going out any day now. We'll send out our private lesson invites. Also, that'll be going out again for your Thursday in this week, so make sure you get those taken care of. They usually fill up pretty quick because they're pretty popular, so make sure you do those. It's a great way to improve. We get a lot done in that 20 minutes. So have a great Wednesday. We'll see you on the virtual mat Friday.